Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today we are skipping right past all that general AI hype and zooming straight into the brutal physical bottlenecks that are literally threatening the entire industry. We're looking at this historic surge in AI investment and we're asking the really tough question. What actually happens when practically unlimited financial capital slams headfirst into very limited physical reality?
Okay, let's dive into this. Has the AI boom officially crossed over into bubble territory? I mean, when even the hyperscalers, the massive companies pouring tens of billions of dollars into data centers, when they start sweating over the math, we definitely need to pay attention. The core question here is whether the physical foundations of this tech can actually support the massive economic weight being piled on top of it.
To answer this objectively, we're pulling from a seriously rigorous report by Virtualization Options LLC. Now, it's a massive 10-part analysis, but today, we're stripping away all the noise to look exclusively at Part 4. Why Part 4? Because that is where they cover the harsh physical and hardware realities of the 2025 and 2026 data. We're completely bypassing the software hype to look purely at the hard structural constraints.
So, here's our roadmap for breaking down Part 4 today. First, defining a tech bubble. Second, the scale of AI investment. Third, the revenue reality check. And finally, number 4, the long-term economic outcomes.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, defining a tech bubble.
So, the crucial point is that a financial bubble happens when asset prices and critical capital allocations become dramatically detached from underlying economic fundamentals. But according to Part 4 of our data, we aren't just measuring this detachment in wild valuation multiples. No, we're looking at the physical disconnect. We hit bubble territory when speculative enthusiasm convinces investors that a genuinely transformative tech somehow justifies literally any level of investment. They completely ignore hard, physical limits like supply chain constraints. It's like the excitement just totally clouds the math.
Moving right along to Section 2, the scale of AI investment.
Listen, the physical reality of this build-out is hitting an absolute brick wall. We are seeing severe constraints everywhere you look. Hyperscalers are making unprecedented capital expenditures, which triggers these massive data center build-outs requiring extraordinary geographic concentration and literally gigawatts of power. But the absolute critical bottleneck that Part 4 hammers home is the hardware supply chain. We're dealing with massive semiconductor blockages and insane 52-week lead times for top-tier GPUs. You can pour $100 billion of venture capital into an AI startup, but if the physical hardware supply chain is choked and the power grid can't handle the megawatt draw, the whole system just grinds to a halt. It's this fascinating collision between an infinite supply of eager money and a very finite supply of silicon and electricity.
Which brings us to Section 3, the revenue reality check.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive gap we're seeing right now between historic capital deployment and actual monetization. The infrastructure is being bought today at a massive premium, but the profitable enterprise use cases, well, they are severely lagging. It turns out throwing a massive cluster of expensive GPUs at a basic enterprise software problem doesn't instantly print money. Crazy, right? Every massive infrastructure build-out eventually faces a financial reckoning. The bills for all that power and silicon inevitably come due, while the actual revenue being realized by these AI services is still desperately trying to catch up.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 4, long-term economic outcomes.
Let's move to the timeline and see how this builds. Right now, point 1, we are currently in a highly speculative CapEx surge. Now, over the next few interim years, point 2, all this incredibly expensive hardware we are frantically scrambling to build today will inevitably depreciate and commoditize. But waiting for us at point 3, in 2032 and beyond, is the Phase 4 transformation. Because regardless of the current hardware bottlenecks and the wild bubble pricing, a genuine, undeniable economic transformation is absolutely coming on the other side of this.
So, there is a silver lining here, folks. The deeply depreciated, commoditized infrastructure of today's speculative boom, it will actually become the cheap, efficient foundation of tomorrow. The long-run productivity gains that initially justified all this wild optimism will absolutely be realized. It's just that they're going to happen on a much, much longer timeline than today's eager investors are assuming. The transformation is totally real. The timing is just being delayed by those stubborn physical constraints we talked about.
We know that Phase 4 transformation is waiting for us in 2032, but as hardware bottlenecks choke supply and revenue heavily lags behind all this massive capital expenditure, how will your company survive the dangerous gap between today's frantic spending and tomorrow's reality? Surviving that tricky interim period of commoditization and physical limitations, that is going to be the true test for the business community. Something to think about, right?
Anyway, thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.